Now, does any part of you, because like I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
The minute I saw this Hawk Tuah girl, I said, that was Nicole.
Yes. I mean,
that was you
I was
many a Friday night.
Animal.
Right.
I have no
like you would have
qualms
said this to a stranger onto a microphone.
Probably way worse.
Right.
So satisfying. Although I am queen of a good belch.
You're a belcher?
I'm a belcher.
I didn't know that.
You know who else was? My grandmother. Like my beautiful grandmother
gross.
who would be like, bah.
What made her belch?
I don't know. I mean, she just like never held back. She was such a beautiful woman. If I showed you pictures, you'd be like, oh, I'd hit that.
Now?
No, not now. She's dead.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. But she was beautiful. She was a model. And then if it was time to belch, she had some soda or something. Bah!
Well, maybe that's welcome, by the way, to satisfying. Maybe that's like one of those things where she was like good looking enough that she could get away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Embrace.
She couldn't get away with it. It was vile.
Was it gross?
It was pretty gross.
Did they smell?
No.
Okay.
It was just gaseous.
Now, what about...
She didn't walk around like farting.
Farting is gross, but there is something grotesque about smelling a burp.
Yeah, Matt thinks that burps are grosser than farts because it's coming out of your mouth, but there's no way because that's just not.
I think
Nope.
the sound of a burp is not grosser than the sound of a fart.
Right.
But smelling a burp, I think, might be grosser than smelling
a fart?
flatulence.
I don't think.
I think so, because all farts kind of stink. It's like, okay, that's what, why'd you do that? It is what it is. But the burp is like, oh, it came out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's like, what'd you eat?
It's your breath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because foreign breath is very offensive.
Foreign, like you don't like foreign people's breath?
That's not what I meant at all. I like breath from all around the world.
Right.
I'm
diversity, a diverse breath.
I love a diverse selection of breaths. But foreign meaning uninvited breaths.
Got you.
Breaths that you feel on your neck.
Okay.
Your cheek.
I don't like
your face.
Yeah. If I'm like snuggling in bed, don't breathe on my neck like
no.
hot.
No. And if you catch a whiff.
And it's not good.
And it's not good, or even if it's just like I'm not familiar with that smell.
Right. It's foreign.
It's foreign. It could be something. It could be gross.
I know what you were talking about.
Right. So that's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't want to smell the inside of their posterior either.
Right?
Right. So there is something to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, smelling a burp is so
it's pretty gross.
Vile.
Yeah, it was more not so much the smell. It was more like the booming sound that would come out of her mouth was pretty crazy.
But I'm not entertained by burps or farts. I don't
me
think
neither.
I don't think they're entertaining.
Like people that can like burp on command or fart on command. Like I don't care. It's doing nothing for me.
A small child, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like when you're a grown ass man.
Yeah.
And you're just like farting, and it's like, and burping. It's like, all right, dude.
Right.
That's it's gross.
Grow up.
Right. Which, doing a show with Jim Norton, that's not always the easiest thing in the world.
I'm sure it's quite difficult.
He likes to flatulate.
Oh, in the studio?
All the time.
So then you have to sit through it.
But I no sell farts. Always.
You know what?
No sell, meaning I don't react. I won't give you the reaction you're looking for.
Okay. So he wants you to laugh and be like, no, gross.
Or go like, that's gross. Except he'll get the other guys.
Right.
Which, honestly, the other guys reacting and getting grossed out by
laugh.
It does bring me amusement, so I don't get bothered by it.
Right. Also, it's not cool to do that like in a studio, like in a car, like in an enclosed place. It's kind of effed up.
Does anybody on the mashup, have they passed gas? Ever?
Yeah, I'm
How
sure.
long have you been doing the show for?
I mean, I just hit like my 19th year.
Jesus Christ.
Well, not the show. I've been at Sirius. So like I've been doing the show for 18 years because I was at the front desk.
Okay, but 18 years is a long time.
It's a very long time. I don't like to even say the number.
Right. No, because you want people to think you're still young and hip.
I'm not.
Nah.
I mean, I'm young-ish.
This is how not young and hip things are getting. There was yelling in the car on the way here.
Yeah, we yelled.
Yes,
You were angry with me.
couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then you called your husband, and it's like, and I feel like you need to stop doing that. Because what you end up doing is you call Matt to be like, okay, well, let me ask Matt.
Well,
And so far, I think it's 10 for 10. He agrees with me.
my thing is more that I wanted to know if he did know, which he did, the thing that you're talking about, I was with him all weekend and he never came up in conversation. He never was like, yo, can you believe this? Like, we're married, we're living together. Like, we talk about life.
I guess, but do you talk about the like topical stuff?
I mean, if there's something crazy, like I'll be like, yo, did you see what so-and-so did? Yeah. I mean, I'm the 411 girl.
You're not, though.
What's trending is me. It's what I do.
No, it isn't. You're a fraud.
I'm not a fraud. I don't call me a fraud.
I think you are.
I just don't. I don't report on all the things that you care about. So I'm a fraud.
That's honestly, how dare you frame it that way?
I mean, honestly,
that is the most gaslighty, insane way to frame this.
Where's the lie?
Here's the lie. I go, oh, what did you think of that Pop Out show? You go, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's a Pop Out show? I go, oh, she just didn't catch what.
Was it Pop Up, or you're calling it a Pop Out? Isn't it a Pop Up? Pop Out.
It was called a Pop Out show.
But what is that?
It was Ken and Friends Pop Out.
Ken and Friends?
Kendrick.
Oh, stop saying Ken.
That's what the name of the show was.
Oh, sorry.
This is what I'm talking about. This isn't me.
I'm sorry, but I'm on a pop channel. Okay, so we don't really play Kendrick Lamar.
I'm
not
not asking you to play the songs. They're about his rival doing he's accusing his rival of doing the things that are just the worst things you could do.
Are you his management?
Management?
I mean, like, why? I don't understand. I don't. This is not something to get upset about.
Asking if you played the concert on Sirius.
No, but
I'm asking what you guys thought of it, and you didn't even know that it had happened. It was literally, and then you started to say, "No, it's not." It was literally
trending.
No,
what?
The pop culture
No.
event of the weekend.
No, but that's not what you said.
I corrected myself and said of the weekend.
Okay, of the weekend.
And it happened on a Wednesday, Juneteenth. So it got Wednesday, Thursday,
Right.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Here comes the 411 on Monday.
Right.
What concert are you talking about?
The Eras Tour at Wembley Stadium, where all the celebrities showed up and all sorts of fun things happened.
The who's who of who cares.
Okay, but I'm just saying, on my channel, that's what the people care about. That's what the people want.
I guarantee you, everybody except you that listens to your channel knew about the Kendrick show.
Yeah, maybe they knew about it, but the fact that no one said, "Hey, should we talk about this?" Because that's usually behind the scenes when we're off the air. We'll be like, "Oh, hey, make sure you
play
hit on
SZA?
this." Yeah,
She was in the audience.
So what? She was in the audience. She wasn't on stage.
Really? Because what did you just say about the Eras Tour?
Because Taylor, we play on my channel.
Oh.
This is just you said on my channel. We play the hits.
All the hits, but you don't know what's going on. How do you not even know about it?
Right.
It's crazy. I don't even
happens.
understand how it's possible. It doesn't happen. I've never heard of it happening.
It happens sometimes.
How?
Because it's not the other things get like in the news cycle get pushed out, right? So
Bro, it was meme after meme after meme. You understand?
my algo is different than your algo.
You're supposed to look at what's trending, not at what's in your algo. It's not called
All right, so-
Nicole's algo.
So I'll start Googling trending. I'll start do that. That's not what I do. I have the sources that I go to. I have my sites and my sources. Don't
what
look.
sources? What sources?
They're the sites that I go to.
What sites?
You want me to tell you all my secrets?
Your secrets. You fraud. You fraud.
I'll tell you all the sites I go to. TMZ, Perez Hilton, People.com,
You didn't
Hollywood
see-
Life, Page 6, E! Online, Entertainment Tonight. Gosh, what else? Pop Sugar, Just
Pop
Jared.
Sugar.
All my things.
They did, so TMZ was like, no, we're not talking about the biggest thing that happened in Los Angeles. It's literally in the 30-mile zone.
What's the 30-mile zone of TMZ? Of like where their headquarters
That's
are?
what TMZ stands for. You boob.
I did not. First of all, don't ever move again. Because just
It might be 3 miles zone,
Okay.
but it's some miles
It
zone.
doesn't matter. I never knew that, so I learned something new today.
Okay. It's an industry term.
TMZ. It's not an industry term. It's just a term for the fuckers who started
It's an
harassing.
industry term.
Who started using celebrities and chasing them and haunting them and stalking them.
Oh,
with
now you're
paparazzi.
against the paparazzi?
No,
Because
but-
you're trending.
No, no, I'm not against them, but they go a little far sometimes, and that's what TMZ was built on.
Look,
You're not really mad at me. You love me.
I could never be mad at you.
I'll be a little bit. You're frustrated.
The 30-mile zone, which, by the way, I was right, was historically used in the film and television industry to refer to the so-called studio zone, an area with a 30-mile radius centered on the intersection of Beverly Boulevard and La Cienega.
Do I look like I'm in the film or television industry?
You're supposed to be. That's your thing. That's what's trending.
No, my thing is celebrity gossip. I'm sorry. I missed
had
it.
the biggest celebrity in the world.
Yes. Not in
Drake.
No, Taylor Swift is the biggest celebrity in the world. I'm sorry.
One of the biggest celebrities
fine.
in the world.
Okay.
Drake.
Yes.
Being called a pedophile.
Yes.
Over and over again.
A pedo.
While the Bloods and the Crips came together and unified as
There was
one.
gangs.
Like you have no, this totally flew by your radar.
There was gangs like on stage.
Kendrick brought the Bloods and the Crips together.
So you think that he like helped gang violence and
No, he brought it together, helped violence.
brought them together to unite?
Okay, sorry, I yelled before you got to finish your sentence.
Okay, so
I got a little hot.
I understand. Now you know what it feels like to be married to me in this moment. This is what Matt feels at all times. Just on the 24 hours a day.
Like what?
Yes, at all times. He looks at me and he goes, Don't repeat that to anybody else. Don't say that to anybody else. Don't go in the air and say that. Sorry, I missed something. But
I said SiriusXM should renege on your deal.
no, they're not going to do that.
They should take the deal away.
They love me.
I know they do.
I deserve
So
it.
do I.
I
and
know.
I don't know why.
Okay, you question it daily?
All the time.
Yeah, you're like, what is it about her that I still continue to hang out with her even though she is a moron?
But something keeps pulling me back.
And a boob.
And a boob. That's a good insult.
I mean, it's really good.
Yeah,
It kind of hurt.
Right, because it's like, I'm not a boob.
Yeah, like it felt like you like hit me with like a ball, like accidentally, but it would hurt.
Right, like we're all.
You didn't do it on purpose.
We
It's
all
like,
agreed to play dodgeball, but you
Right.
just got hit in the face and
Yes.
it stung.
Right.
I apologize.
That's what a
I didn't
boob
mean to
felt
hit you in the face.
That's okay.
Okay.
I can take it. I'm
I know.
tough.
I know you are tough. Uninformed, but tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then LeBron James was in the front row. SZA was there.
I hate LeBron James.
Why do you hate LeBron James?
He's just kind of a boob. He's kind
You
of.
think he's a boob?
Yeah, we're not fans of him in the Ryan household. Also, we're
Okay.
a Michael Jordan family, so it's like the
Gotcha.
whole like back and forth. Who's
Gotcha.
better?
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's kind of a boob. I think he's full of himself. I mean,
Okay.
you know?
Okay. No, I can see where you would get that
Okay.
impression.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and then I mean, he played "They Not Like Us" 5 times in a row.
Why 5 times in a row just to really hit it home?
Yes.
Do you?
And the audience was going crazy
Okay.
for it. And there's this part in the show
Oh, the show.
where the audience was singing along every word of "They Not Like Us,"
Yeah.
and then Kendrick goes, "He tried to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor," and then the whole crowd holds the note A minor.
Wow.
And they held it, and then Kendrick started doing the Drake dance while they were holding it. It was amazing.
So like, do we?
And you know who introduced? You know,
Who?
remember? You know, in the beginning of that song,
Yeah.
"They Not Like Us." It starts with "I see dead people."
like from Sixth Sense?
No, he says it.
Oh, but he should have used the little girl that from Sixth Sense.
Well, it
Or
was
from
a
the little
boy. It was a
Sorry.
boy. It was
Haley
a-
Joel
is-
Osment.
and he's
Sorry.
a man
I was
now.
thinking of Misha Barton under the bed. It was the Haley
Poor
Joel.
Misha.
Yes.
It was a boy. His name was Haley Joel.
So good.
So, so.
Right? When he looks in his
No, I know.
eyes.
I saw the film. Did you just catch that? Because everybody was talking about it 25 years ago. So, you know who did that? You know who introduced that song?
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Neil deGrasse.
It wasn't Neil. Why would it be Neil deGrasse? Dr. Dre.
Oh, that's cool.
Not for Drake. You know how bad it feels?
For Dr. Dre to take that side. Because
I mean-
it's Dre.
And like not only just like be there and take the side, but like do the first part of the song.
Yeah.
And he just before that sang Still Dre and California Love.
Okay, so now do we think that we have many questions? First one, do we think that Drake is going to do anything like to rebuttal? I know
There's no rebut.
Okay.
It's over.
But like, doesn't he kind of feel like, or you think he's still behind closed doors is like, whatever, F that dude.
no,
Like,
I think he feels very bad because it hurts to lose.
okay.
But he's lost.
My question is, was there cops there? If the Bloods and the Crips were
What
on
a
stage.
fucking narc.
Oh, shut up. I'm not a narc. Have we met?
I mean, apparently not. I don't know who this says. Did they have the proper
No,
security
okay, sorry.
at this show?
Partying
you,
is what-
you just found out about this concert, and the first question you have is, was there
If
security?
you brought the Bloods and the Crips
Together.
together,
Unified.
Okay, unified for a second until they left and started shooting each other in the face.
You really are a mother.
I'm not a mother.
You're a mom.
You're acting. Why are you
You're
trying to
soccer mom
Why
energy.
are you trying to romanticize the Bloods and the Crips?
He brought them together
for a second. You think when they left, they didn't go shoot each other in the face?
There's no reports of them shooting each other in the face.
Well,
I heard about this concert. I heard about everything.
Yeah.
There was no news about them shooting each other in the face. And I believe if they had shot each other in the face immediately after the show, Drake probably would have made sure that news got out there. Because it would have been like,
Right,
yeah,
bad
this
luck
show
for
wasn't so
this.
great. They shot each other in the face right after.
Right.
I don't think they did shoot each other in the face
You
after.
think they hugged? Maybe even spooned?
They took a picture together.
They did.
All
did
of
they
them.
all do their signs? Did they do each other's signs?
Russell Westbrook was crip walking.
Oh my God.
It was an incredible night. And it was all brought together under the same energy of fuck Drake.
Did they all put arms around each other and sing "We Are the World"?
No, they sang the Drake.
But it would have been really
They
cool
not
if
like
they sang.
us.
No, "We Are the World" would
No,
have
but
been
it's
better.
it's way better because it's like the thing that brought us all together was we hate you.
Right.
That's crazy.
So the Bloods and the Crips hate him too. What if one of them kills Drake?
Why do you think everyone's going to kill each
I don't know.
other?
They're acting like gang members are safe.
On a night of unity.
Oh my God.
You just heard about it and you're like, where was the violence?
Well, because I knew you were telling me
You're
about
bad. You're a bad person.
I'm a great person.
You are a great person, but you're a bad person too.
For not knowing about this, or for worrying
You're being negative.
That gang violence.
Now you're on a crusade against gang violence. all
No,
of a
he's
sudden.
just.
I've
I
never
don't know
heard
why
you
you're
concerned
acting
about
like
this.
it's like. I know you're saying they're unified. Okay, it's cute for this thing, but like you're not acting like he just
Do you know
ended.
you know what a wet blanket you are?
Listen, you boob.
You know what a wet blanket you are? To go like, oh, this was such a fun night and a fun show, and the Blood and the Crips got together. But why isn't anybody addressing the gang
It's
violence?
not how I sound at all.
Oh, who invited this one?
You.
You're supposed to, I know I did. You're supposed to be the life of the party.
I'm
You're a wet
sorry.
blanket
No,
now. And you know why you're a wet blanket?
I'm a life of a party, not a life of a gang party.
There's never been gangs at any party you went to?
I mean, maybe.
You grew up in Syracuse, too. I've been to Syracuse.
mean,
it is not safe.
It can be rough there. It can be rough.
And the only reason you're being a wet blanket
Why?
is because you missed this.
Yes.
And you want to make it seem like it was a negative thing.
No, it's not that it's a negative thing. I just don't think it's that crazy that I missed it because those type of stories, yes.
Stories. It was on Amazon Prime.
Yes, I was all over the original
You weren't all
beef.
over anything.
I was in the back and the forth. I was all over it.
In the back and the forth and the
back
this
and the
that.
forth.
I mean, everywhere you went, there was a video about it.
Not where I went.
Boop, 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 boop.
That does not help me by making that sound.
They not like us. That's the beat.
Okay. You can't be mad at me.
I can.
I love me or leave me.
No, okay. Well,
Okay,
that's not.
But I'm sorry. I'll do better. What do you want me to say? I'll do better.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I probably won't.
Because I don't think you feel any sort of way about it.
No,
I think you still feel justified, and you're missing one of the great pop culture events. But at the end of the year,
You think this is going to be like in the roundup of 2024? Okay, you know what? I need to do some.
And you don't even know what the song of the summer is.
It's Shabuzi.
It's not Shabuzi.
It's Shabuzi bar song.
They Not Like Us is the song of the summer, dude.
It's not.
And you're getting. You think it's Shabuzi?
I don't know if it's Shabuzi, but I think it's probably more a song on my channel than a Kendrick song. I like They Not Like Us, but I'm saying that. Roll your eyes at me again and see what happens.
You don't like that?
I'll fucking kill you. Oh, that just gave me a visceral
You hated that.
reaction. Oh, you just made me want to shake you like a baby. Like if I was mad at a baby, well, I never would do that. I would never do that.
But you know,
you know you can't, but like you want to, and
Right.
a kid is killing you. You just made me want to do that to you, and then punch you in the face.
you know, you're not mad at me.
Who am I mad at?
Yourself.
Myself. I knew that was coming.
Yourself.
Also, that is something I say to my kids. Do that one more time and see what happens. Gets them every time. What's gonna happen? What am I gonna do?
I guess, but you have a way. Like just now, like you shifted.
I can flip.
And I was like,
You felt the energy?
I was like, let me chill.
You know when it didn't shift?
When?
I was in the car the other day with friends, and so it's Matt and his friend, and then a bunch of the kids in the back, and he goes, they were being so fucking annoying. I mean, like we were like, keep doing that, and like, so then I lost it, and I go, yo, you guys, if you do it one more times, the daddies, and then I couldn't think of what to say, I couldn't think of the threat, so I just said, are gonna show you who's boss.
Oh man.
And then they just looked at me and laughed in my face.
They did? Because that's one of those ones where you turn around real quick and go,
I don't know why I said that. I couldn't take it back. As it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, no, don't say it.
the daddies are
Are
gonna show you who's boss.
I didn't want to say turn this car around.
No, because they're not going to.
No.
We're going where we're going.
Yeah. It was a grand old time, but
Yeah.
anyways. Whatever. I think the main thing is that I would like to ask the boys on my show and my producer, because normally if someone's missing something, they'll go, yo, are we going to talk about this? Or like, yo, we should probably hit on this or get some audio from this. We kind of discuss it. And the fact that nobody in that room, I'm not saying everybody's like the coolest and knows everything, but like, especially my producer, Ben, he usually would make the call and be
Ben
like,
dropped the ball on this one.
okay, well, he's watching right now and I'm sure he's not going to be pleased.
He
to see
dropped
that.
the ball.
You hear that, Ben? You dropped the ball.
Yeah, he did.
It's your fault, not mine.
Whatever is the Australian word for ball.
Yeah.
He dropped it.
I don't know what the I mean, I think it's just ball.
I think shrimp on the Barbie, something like that.
No, I don't think so.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a to-do.
It was a to-do. So can I go back and watch it or it's over?
I mean, it's everywhere. It's hard. I can't understand how it could be missed.
Okay, my algo is messed up. You need a pop.
What's in your algo?
Right now,
Yeah.
currently, it's Hawk Tuah, Taylor, like Eras Tour stuff, Justin Timberlake,
Yeah.
and then like some cooking things.
I know you're not supposed to say it. Do you get tired of doing Taylor Swift stories? You love it. You literally do love
I
it.
probably will, but I'm not sick of it yet.
I mean, I don't know when you will. If you're not now, I don't think you will. To tell
Maybe
you the truth.
not.
And that, I'm not.
I drank the Kool-Aid, and I also feel like personally invested in her because I've known her since she was 14, and we were the first station to like play her crossover from country.
Right.
You know, I just feel like
Teardrops on the guitar.
yeah,
I love that
it was
album.
a great song.
I love that whole
I
album.
like Tim McGraw. When
When play Tim
Is
McGraw.
it play? I think it's when you think Tim McGraw. It doesn't matter. You
No,
know the
it's
song.
play.
When
you think-
Tim McGraw. Google. Use your Googler. Oh, I hope I'm right about something.
Well, why would it be you think?
when you think about him. Oh no, it's not. Is it play? No, I think I'm right.
I just wrote. I forgot. By the way, this is
Would you
how
write They Not
powerful
Like Us?
Taylor Swift is.
What?
I just wrote Tim McGraw thinking her song would come up, and I
It's-
forgot he's his own person.
Oh,
all
weird.
Tim McGraw stuff
Yeah.
came up.
He's actually a famous person in his own right.
Yeah, he's quite the recording artist.
Yeah.
It's what the song is about.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Uh,
When you think Tim McGraw. Oh,
anyway, we should move on.
yeah. Come on, let me have one moment.
No,
You're always right.
Nicole,
Yes.
you were 100% right.
Did that hurt or was it okay?
It's fine.
You looked me in the eye too.
You were right.
Thank you.
You were right. It's when you think Tim McGraw.
Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know. I might get sick of it eventually, but you're right.
Yeah,
I
when you
didn't-
think Tim McGraw, I hope you think my favorite song.
right.
The one we danced to
I
all
don't need
night.
you to read the lyrics. I'm
The
good.
moon like a spotlight on the lake.
Yeah.
Doesn't really rhyme.
Yeah, not really. It's okay. She got better as the years went on.
No, I mean, I love that whole album.
Yeah, it's
The
great.
Country Taylor is a great Taylor.
She was a great Taylor.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
but
dug her like really curly hair.
sure,
Right.
sure. But you're into it. You're into all of
Yeah.
it, the evolution. I mean, she's an
Yeah.
impressive person.
She really is.
You know?
There's not a whole lot I can say other than that. And I just am loving this relationship. I'm never going to be done with it until they get married and he puts a baby in her.
He's going to, I
Put
think.
a freaking baby in her.
I think.
Just shoot it right up there.
And yeah, I think so. And people, they doubted it.
They did.
I watched that Taylor Swift documentary that they did.
Yeah.
And I had kind of forgotten because Taylor has had such a ride of everybody loving her for the last few years.
You
Everybody
forget.
just coming together and being like, nope, she is humanity's
Yes.
greatest example.
Right.
There's just been this collective thing where people are like, this is the greatest human being that's ever existed.
Yeah.
And if you don't agree, we'll come to your house.
She's the answer to peace.
Right.
She is.
She is what Kylie Jenner thought Kylie was when she gave that police officer the Pepsi.
Right. No, that was Kendall. But
Kendall,
yes.
Kendall.
Oh, my
Remember
God.
when Kendall?
Talk about backlash. The poor thing.
Well, what were you thinking?
It wasn't what she was saying. It was what momager
What
Chris.
was Mama thinking? What was Pepsi thinking? What was anybody involved?
God, I can't even think about it. It gives me the ick thinking about it. It
It's
is
so bad.
cringy.
That was during the pandemic, right?
I think so.
It was a weird time.
It was like she was just going to fix racial issues.
She
with
did.
a
She solved
Pepsi.
racism. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, there it goes. It really wasn't her fault though. She just showed up.
Yeah, and I guess she's had that life where she's just kind of been assigned what to do,
Right.
especially up until that point.
I mean, if I'm making that kind of money, you tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Would you solve racism with Pepsi?
I probably would.
I think
And
you
think it
would.
was kind of cute. And maybe this is like a, I don't know, every once in a while, like soda companies, I feel like can pull off that like heartfelt thing. They just,
I mean, yeah, that Coke commercial. That was almost We Are the World. I'd like to teach
Yeah,
the world
yeah.
to sing.
And also this isn't really. I guess it's heartfelt. The one with the polar bears.
That's heartfelt.
It's kind of sweet. Like
Yeah.
the little mama and the baby
Yeah.
squishing up in the.
But
crunchy
not
sand.
the Kendall thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was watching that Taylor thing.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten that there were phases when people were like not on it. Right? That there were like
the Kim Kardashian, Kanye effing with her.
they
phase.
did. Yeah, people were on Kim and Kanye's side for a hot second because
Yeah.
people forget that because then Kanye was like, you know who I like? Hitler. And people
Yeah,
were
they're
like,
oh, maybe we were
Jesus,
wrong.
what is wrong with this guy?
So much.
It's bad.
And he didn't just double down. He like quadrupled and quintupled down on that.
And people, yeah, because Alex Jones was like, hey, you know, they got you confused. And he's like, no. They're 100% right.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Stand-up guy.
But yeah, I think you forget that like people thought that there was backlash on that one.
Right.
There's backlash on a few of them. Like the dating stuff got really bad for her.
Yeah.
Like when people were just like, oh, she dates everybody.
And then she ended up dating Joe for 6 years, and I'm sure that's one of the reasons. It was like, I don't want to get back out there.
Joe Jonas?
No, Joe Alwyn. She
don't
never
know.
dated Joe Jonas. She dated. Oh, she did date Joe Jonas. I thought.
Woo!
Yeah, sorry. She did date
Good
Joe.
pull.
Joe, remember, broke up with her on the phone, I believe. It was a quick phone call or a text message.
You tell me, you're the 411.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But Joe
What a
Alwyn.
pimp.
Yeah, right?
Joe Jonas.
Joe Alwyn for 6.5 years.
Who's that?
Guy she dated for 6.5 years.
But do I know him from anything else?
The guy she dated for 6.5
That's just
years.
what he's
no,
not
he's
like
an actor. He's been in some things.
Joe Owen?
Alwyn. You don't know that she dated a guy named Joe Alwyn?
I don't. I'm not the
Then
411.
I don't care that I didn't know about this
Joe
dumb
Alwyn?
concert. Is this a joke?
No, I never heard of this Joe
Oh,
Alwyn.
you know how many of her songs are about him?
No.
From this album and the last?
No, I'm going to guess a few. I don't know. Most.
Cruel Summer?
It's about Joe Alwyn.
You're
No,
making a joke, right?
I swear to God, I've never seen that man's face or heard his name before in my life.
Then why do we even do? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know about your stuff. You don't know about my stuff.
Let's call the whole thing off.
We're real feisty today.
I know. Well, we're really, we're. I think we've gotten to the place in this show
Right.
where we're finding too much out about each other.
Right.
Right.
I don't know if this is going to work out.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Look at that. Did you know from 2016 to 2023?
That's when she dated him.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Getaway Car was about him.
What's that?
So Long London's about him. All these songs are about him.
Oh, filmography. Let's see if he was in anything.
They wrote stuff together for 2 of the albums.
I haven't seen any of these movies.
All right, let's just move on because you're making me angry now.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him in anything.
I'm actually sweating a little
He's
bit.
gonna be in Hamlet.
Yeah, he's going to be in a movie with Emma Stone, I think, coming up.
Hamlet?
Stop saying Hamlet and loud. Hamlet? Wait, is it Hamlet?
Well, it could be. I'm saying, like that movie that he's gonna be in. Let's see if Emma Stone's in Hamlet.
I don't know. It's whatever's coming up.
Yeah.
Are you just sitting on Wikipedia when you could be looking lovingly into my eyes, talking about interesting
Well, I'm
things?
trying to find out who this Joe Alwyn character is. This is news to me.
Oh, no.
This must have been after Diplo or something. Didn't she date Diplo?
She never dated Diplo. She dated Calvin Harris.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That was the one.
That was the guy. That was the DJ.
That was the Deej.
Yeah. He wrote This Is What You Came For with her and then gave it to Rihanna.
Was that beef?
No beef.
Taylor was okay with that?
Yeah, they wrote it together and gave it to Rihanna. It was for
Oh,
Rihanna.
I thought you said that he wrote it for Taylor and gave it to Rihanna.
No beef.
They wrote it together.
No Kendrick Drake bullshit. It's just
That's not bullshit.
okay.
It was the pop culture event of the summer.
Oh, so it was the weekend. Now it's the summer.
I'm going to give it the whole summer.
Okay.
What's going to be bigger than that?
the Eras Tour.
We already did the Eras
Yeah, but
Tour.
it's continuing. It's not done. Every
I
stop,
know.
something else happens.
I know. I do follow that. I seen Hugh Grant dancing.
I seen him.
You like? I like Hugh Grant.
I do. You know why I love Hugh Grant?
No.
Oh, different Hugh. Hugh Jackman listens to my show, not Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant's kind of a boob.
Hugh Grant's not a boob.
He can be kind of douchey.
No.
Yeah. Why are you saying no? Like
Because
he's your buddy.
he's the greatest.
I mean, he's a great actor, but he can be a little douchey. He says so himself. He's not always like.
But that's what makes him not douchey.
Oh, so that's why you like him.
He's so great.
He's got great energy. Like, who gives a?
He's a charming guy.
'Cause
Super
he's-
charming.
Maybe because he's British, not because he's actually charming.
No, he's very charming.
Why do you know him? Does he live here?
He was in the movie Love Actually. He was great in that.
He was great. That was a character. Doesn't mean he's charming in
He's
real
in the
life.
movie About a Boy. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh,
What's wrong with that?
how do you go from like vile, like gory of all gore movies to About a Boy.
Have you seen it?
Maybe
It's
years ago.
so good. You'd love it.
I feel like you're also one of those people who is like, oh, that's one of my favorite movies. I feel like you have a lot of like, oh God, this is one of my favorite movies
About a
of all
Boy's top 10.
time. Yeah. Matt says that all the time about songs. Oh, this might be the greatest song of all time. He says it every time we're in the car.
I love that he says it contemplative.
Yep,
I've been putting some thought into this.
this might be it.
No, About a Boy's in my top 10 of all time. It's a great movie.
I don't think it's would be in my top 10.
And
What?
the kid who's in it is like a big actor now.
Who? My God. The Googler is getting a lot of.
Oh, yeah. I knew this was a good investment, this computer.
This computer thing.
Yeah. What's his name? You probably know him now.
Okay, yeah. Well, you gotta
right?
give me the name or a picture. You can put it on our Satistron.
I don't want to do all that.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and I'm not trying to. Nicholas Hoult.
Oh yeah.
He's huge.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's huge, but he's a
Huge.
good actor. Okay.
He's massive.
Huge.
He's absolutely huge and massive. Bless you. He was in Mad
Excuse me.
Max Fury Road.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good with that.
He was just in Renfield,
I've never seen
that
that.
vampire movie.
Did you start that show that you were going to start?
The
About,
Boys?
Yeah.
I watched The Boys.
You liked it.
It's so good.
Like, but I wouldn't like it. Be honest. I don't think I would.
I think you would like it. It's a fun show. There's bad boys. There's ruggedness in
I
it.
do love Bad Boys.
There's bad boys and ruggedness. I think you would like it.
Okay.
I do think you would like
Do you think
it.
I'd be turned on by any of them?
I do. I think the Butcher.
Oh.
Who,
Tell me more.
well, his Butcher is his name.
Oh, he's not a butcher.
No, he's not a butcher, but he's like the leader of the boys, and they don't like the superheroes, you know. And he's very rugged and British.
Okay. I like rugged British. I dated a Brit once. It was bad news.
Why?
Because he was like a bad boy British guy.
I love that. Like a
We
Guy
didn't-
Ritchie type.
Yeah, we did nothing but bad things together. Like I don't
That
think
rules.
there was nothing like long term or positive about being in a relationship with him.
Yeah.
We did only bad things.
Like what's some like?
like illegal things.
Okay. All right.
Only.
That's it.
Basically.
Like most of the things you did.
and had sex. It was like
that was legal.
That I think is legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
mom was really counting down the days until that one ended.
Boy, oh boy. Which is a lot considering what your normal is.
Yeah.
That had to be very bad.
Yeah, he was bad.
Yeah.
But fun. But bad.
But
But fun.
and fun.
Fun.
And I think you also might like Homelander. Like he's got like a sociopathy.
Okay, a little kookadoodle doo.
I mean, he's evil.
Okay, I like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I think you might be like, I hate him, but I don't know.
Okay.
You know?
I like it when you do that voice.
You do?
That was very Liam Neeson of you.
I have a certain set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you.
How come you haven't done your God voice in a while?
Because
it's fun. Just do it once.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Can I try?
It only works for the. Yeah, I mean.
Hello? Oh no.
My children. That's why I don't use it. People, it's like a new toy, and
That
people
was so fun.
be a goddamn professional.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
You are a fraud.
I am a fraud.
Well, okay. So our algorithms
Yeah.
combine in one place, and that's this. Where's my? There it is. Where's my cursor?
Oh, there she goes.
Where's she?
There- there.
This,
Oh, there she
this
is.
beautiful specimen.
Do we even know what her real name is, or is she
Hawk
just
Tuah is her name.
no?
Yes.
Oh, is she Jordan Small, or was that the guy that's
No, I think that's the
interviewing?
guy who posted it. So, yeah, I mean, this just goes up, and it's just one of those things. You can't plan for it.
No.
You know, you can't.
People try to be like, let's go viral. You don't
Right.
go viral. It just happens.
It just happens. Unless you're Mr. Beast and you're like, what if I just spent $700,000?
Did you say that they were gonna he's making $700 million this year? That like,
Is that right?
it's just throw us a bone
Why would Mr. Beast just give us money?
because I want it.
We got to do one of his videos. You got
Fine.
to like get locked in a supermarket
Cool.
for 30 days or
I'll
something.
do it.
You would?
I'll do it.
By yourself, though. And he does tricks to people.
I don't like the tricks.
He like turns off the power halfway through.
Yeah, I don't need any of that. You could just give us just because we're cute.
All right, Mr. Beast, if you want a couple cute potties, cute potties.
All right, so Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah, I mean, has taken the nation by storm.
Her parents must
the
be
world
so
by
proud.
storm. Yeah, I think they really must be because this video went up.
How many is on your roster?
There's only one I want. I love you, Pookie, forever.
How do you get over a breakup?
The only way to get over one is get under another.
Oh, she's brilliant.
That's what have you seen this full
And
one?
I've only seen Hawk Tuah.
Okay, that's what I feel like is unfair. That like Hawk Tuah is the single, but the whole album's good.
Okay.
You know what I
love
mean?
that.
The only way to get over one is to get under another.
She stole that from Dua.
Dua Lipa?
Yeah. In New Rules.
Oh, that's cool. Dua Lipa's very hot.
So hot.
But the fact that like she just had that though,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know?
Cobwebs off this thing.
This mother don't miss.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh,
That
you
do?
gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
You get
You
me?
get me? I do get her.
Okay, my question is this.
Spit on that thing.
You hear me? Is she Hawk Tuahing? Is she talking about a BJ or a handy?
I took it as a beach.
That's
but
what everyone is saying, but guess what?
What?
It's not. You don't need to Hawk Tuah.
Go ahead,
for
Nicole.
a beach.
Go off.
You don't need to Hawk Tuah for a beach. You're already putting it in something wet, right? If you're going to use a hand, it's dry without the Hawk Tuah.
Yeah, but isn't that like an extra thrill? Like
Just
you
a
Hawk
hat.
Tuah on it,
And then
and
put
it
it in.
and it just becomes more.
Yeah, I get it.
And you're like, oh, this is so like grimy and dirty,
right.
and exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's. I mean, I could be wrong.
You never did that
I Hawk Tuah'd.
for a beach.
I don't really give. Oh, not for a beach.
You don't really give.
I don't give hand jobs because you can do it better than me. You
Okay.
can't suck your own thing. I can.
I was asking if you were
Yeah,
sucking
yeah.
that thing. I thought you were gonna say you don't give beaches. I was like,
No, it's my specialty.
that's what I heard.
yeah. Like legit.
But you don't have now. Okay, because you seem critical.
Of.
Her.
I'm not critical. I think she's brilliant. Now that I've seen, now that I've
Is
listened
there
to the
any
whole album.
part of you, like if somebody starts talking wrestling and the whole world is like, look how good they are at talking wrestling, I'd be like probably a little shitty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I guess that's funny, but they're not that good. Or, you know, my problem
Like I'm
with this
jealous
is,
of her.
I don't know. Are you?
I mean, you don't know, like just because she's taught what she's talking about, she could be all talk and no
Hawk Tuah?
Hawk to. I'm not jealous of her.
You're not.
Like I said, I'm enjoying the whole album way better than just the single.
And that's when she licked me like a lollipop.
Yeah, who is that guy? Is he so happy that he asked the question?
I don't know. I mean, I probably temporarily, but it's not like anybody is like, I got to hear more about the interviewer.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you'd like to know.
I don't know. I just want to know. Like, is he huge now because of this? Is he getting more traction to his page?
I mean, sure, but it's not like he found gold.
Where is she from? The South, clearly.
How'd you pick up on that?
You know what I'm
That
saying?
thing. Yeah, we do know. What
She
you mean.
fire.
And she brought up Pookie, by the way.
Yeah, I saw
Shout out
that.
to Pookie.
The only way to get over one is get under another. Get the cobwebs off this thing.
This mother don't miss.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh,
That
you
do?
gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
You get me?
You get me?
She's so proud. She's not even like for like a second questioning it.
Yeah, yeah.
I still think it's the Hawk Tuah for the handy. I have a question. Have you ever been happy about a hand job from a girl? Not that you'd be unhappy.
Early on,
Yeah.
right in
But
the.
like now you're like, you don't need that. You can do that. You can do that better than I can.
No, but it's better if somebody else does it.
Really?
I mean, I can do the dishes too, but I have a dishwasher.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not like if it was like you have the option of A, B, or C. I'm like, gotta go A.
Right.
But if it's like, hey, nothing
Or this. Well, I think a lot of guys would say that.
Right. And also, when you get older, like a handy doesn't happen as often.
Right. So it can be a little
So it's
exciting.
almost like a throwback.
Okay.
Like a throwback Thursday
It's
type of
vintage.
thing. Yeah, like this is like a TBT.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
And so it's like the same way I might go like, oh, it'd be fun to listen to this on cassette.
All right.
Right? I want to
right.
get this single.
I want to sit there with my finger.
Yeah.
and turn.
Yeah. I still have a VCR.
Yeah? No,
Maybe
you
I
don't.
want. Yeah.
You don't actually.
I have one.
Okay.
Maybe I want the tactile experience at some point.
No, you don't.
Well, I don't use it.
I think I'm gonna Hawk Tuah and give a handy this weekend.
But she didn't say that.
Yeah, but I think that's how I'm taking it. I mean, I'll try both.
That'd be
See
great.
which one he prefers.
That'd be great.
Right?
Now, does any part of you, because like I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
The minute I saw this Hawk Tuah girl, I said, that was Nicole.
Yes. I mean,
I mean that was you
I was
many a Friday night.
animal.
Right.
I have no
like you would have
qualms as
said this to a stranger onto a microphone.
Probably way worse.
Right.
Yeah, I always say, like, I don't have any regrets. People are like, do you ever wish, like, I don't know, you did more before you got married? Like, no, because I feel like I did it all. I did
What
them
else
all.
is there to possibly do?
Right. I got it out of my system. I don't care that it was hoary. Like, I experienced all these fun things.
Right.
Still alive.
And you did it on your terms.
I did it on my terms.
Right.
All different types of shapes, sizes, colors.
Right.
All different types of personalities.
Sure. To go with them.
Right?
Right.
And now I'm good. I did
great.
it all. I mean, I'm sure I didn't do it all, but I did a lot.
Right. You're you're goated.
I'm goated.
Right. Right. How do you feel about it seeing a generation under you come up?
Not great.
Really?
Well, it makes me feel jealous because I still miss, like, the strange.
Right. The thrill. You know what this is.
Yeah. Like,
But even if you went back to do it again, it's a familiar thrill.
Right. But
For
also,
them, this is all new.
right. And I
That's
don't get that
exciting.
anymore. It's over for me.
And you can't get it
Yeah,
back.
like
you
I
can
never-
only experience it once.
Like, I'm never going to bring a guy home and be like, get butterflies and be like, what's going to happen? And like all the
Like, you know what's going to happen.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
how's it going to go down?
No. I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Right. Right. It's like chasing that first high. Like it never.
Literally.
You get it once. You get it once.
Get it in there, baby.
Right. Right.
It's so good, though. That was always so fun.
But do you ever go through that like euphoric recall? Thinking back on things?
Yes.
Yes. And you
Yeah.
should. I mean, that's great to have that
do you
mental
have,
Rolodex.
Do you have euphoric recall happen to you?
I mean, here's the thing about my life. Like, every single day I wake up and it's so great. I don't have time for it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Wow, he really loves you, Jess.
Yeah.
You don't remember like any hookup that was just like, oh my God, that was so fun.
I
or,
look
like,
in the
weird.
mirror and I go, I get to be him for another day? Are you kidding me? Bam!
Yeah.
And I go to it. So I don't have time for that.
Okay.
Okay?
I have plenty of time for it.
Well, I mean, you've got all these experiences. To
So many.
I don't have as many. I have some.
Yeah.
Thrills
You
and
can
chills.
still, you still have and chills. You still have memories
Yes.
that are fun to be
Except
like,
I don't cycle back as well. I cycle back and I like think of dumb things.
like awkward things.
Yeah.
Oh God, remember when I did that?
Yeah.
Kind of like when I gave my first BJ and I went because I thought that's what it was.
You know what the opposite of Hawk Tuah is?
I mean, no one ever tells you what does it sound like.
Right.
It's
You're trying to make the sound.
blow. It was horrible. Don't worry, he taught me the ways, and ever since,
You've been a real pro. Now, Hawk Tuah girl, and because I first saw this, right, and I got a little concerned. And you tell me,
No.
because you can relate to her better than just about any of us. You were her.
I was her.
I started to get worried that, like, okay, there's no way anybody could have known that this was immediately going to get this big. Is this scary for her? I was like, oh, I don't want like the whole world.
Well,
like,
yeah, I said, do you think she's like regretting it? Like, oh, I
do
want this
you
to go
think
away.
she's regretting it?
Probably not, because she looks like fun and like she likes the attention, so she's having a moment. But I could see many people having a moment where they thought they were just doing a stupid interview on the street, and then all of a sudden they're like,
But not this one.
no, she's
Yeah.
like wearing it like a badge of honor.
So then I saw, oh, maybe I didn't pull the picture. So there
Of her?
is, and she's in the picture, so you know it's legit. Oh, here
Oh,
it is.
gosh.
Here it is. I'll show it to you right now. She's not running from it at all. This picture actually made me feel better for her.
Okay.
She's merchandising it.
Again, as she should. Also, just the fact that it would like she made it. Oh my God, look at her. She
Yeah.
made it a 2 words. Like she could
Hawk
have just made this.
Tuah.
She could have just been like, you know.
No.
But she made it a Hawk
Tuah.
Tuah, which is so cool. She's pretty hot. Like she looks like a chill.
Yep.
Like surfer
almost
girl.
like a hippie. Yeah. Surfer hippie.
Yeah.
And the hat, she went to a hat maker.
Good for her.
And she's even autographing the hats.
as she should. I want one.
It says Hawk Tuah 24, like an election hat. And then it says, spit on that thing under it.
She should have put in even smaller letters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. And this picture made me go, okay, maybe she's embracing it. You know
Who
what I
is
mean?
that dude?
He's the hat maker.
Oh, he is?
He makes the hats.
Oh, I thought he was just a fan that saw her and was like, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, I'd like to buy one of those
Yeah.
caps. Yeah. Now, I mean, the merchandising thing does strike me. I'm sure it's very successful. I'm sure that a lot of, meme people do this. Like, it's one of those things where right now, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are like, oh my God, I have to buy this.
I mean, I kind of want it.
Right. But then when it arrives to your house 2 weeks from now,
It's over.
it's over.
Yeah, the moment's over.
Like, why did I get this?
But it could also be like another like memory,
It's true.
right? Like
You want a memory of the time you watched this TikTok?
kind of. I mean, she's a fucking legend.
She
man.
is a legend. She is an absolute legend.
This is an iconic moment. Like I feel like this will go down as ain't nobody got time for that. And like meet me outside. How about that? Like some of those things
Hide
never.
your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, like some of those you still say as a joke. This might live on in
It
infamy.
could. You could have rap lyrics
Right?
years from now where they're going like, she gave me that Hawk Tuah.
Right?
Right.
I'm hoping not for her.
Right.
You got this, girl. Do you know her real name? Where she
don't-
lives? How old is she? Does she have a boyfriend she Hawk Tuah
You
is
want me
on?
to dox her?
Dox her? Oh,
Not again.
I got it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm not going to.
No, I know. You're not going to dox her.
No.
Okay, but like I'm saying if other people done it just like they did for
Conor McGregor found her.
because he wants her to Hawk Tuah.
No, I don't think he wants her to Hawk Tuah. Well, I don't know. I don't speak for Conor McGregor. He's got a broken toe.
Only?
His toe's broken.
That's it. That's the only thing that's broken. I would think that like
Well, he doesn't walk around a broken man.
I feel like he fights even when he's not fighting. Like he's just like I feel like everything's got to always be sprained.
He's just a wild
bruised.
boy.
Kind of.
No, he was supposed to fight in the UFC, and they had to cancel and postpone the fight because he's got a broken toe.
What's going on with like wasn't Mike Tyson supposed to do one of the pulls?
Yes, but he had some kind of
Something dangerous, right?
Yeah, it was like a internal thing, a belly upset.
A little belly upset.
Yeah, and so I think they're pushing it to November.
Okay.
It was supposed to be June.
Maybe you just had to go to the bathroom. That's what I tell the kids. My stomach.
Did you poop?
Did you have to go poop?
Yeah.
Wanna go sit down
I
a
don't
little
know
bit?
I don't know if anybody asked him or
What if
not.
it was just that he canceled and the next day he just took a huge dump?
I just had to take a
And
dump.
was like, that's it. I'm good. Let's go.
I'm totally fine now.
good.
Yeah, no, we already pushed it back, dude. There's nothing we can do. Do you look?
What?
She could do OnlyFans and do really well.
1,000,000%.
You know, there's a lot of options. It is interesting that with the internet the way it is now, depending on how you want to showcase yourself, there are a lot of options for her to make a lot of money.
Could I make money on OnlyFans without being naked?
Yeah, but you'd have to show your feet.
Okay, what about without my feet? Is there anything I could do on OnlyFans?
What do you want to do?
There's nothing more interesting but my feet and being naked?
What do you want to?
I don't know.
What do you want to like?
Tell them a story or something. I don't know. I don't know what's on OnlyFans. I don't have anyone's OnlyFans.
I mean, I don't know, but
just see if I can crack the code and do something that won't make me like an embarrassment to my parents, which I'm sure I've already done.
Yeah, I don't know what you're worried about that
Yeah,
for at
that's
this
done.
point.
That's a wrap.
I mean,
All right, fine. If there's
people
none.
do D ratings.
What's a D rating?
Like, dudes send you pictures of their penises.
and I get to rate it?
And you rate them.
I like that.
That's something. I mean,
Just trying to get that side hustle going until
understand.
Satisfying really takes off because
No.
it's about to.
I get it, but like, you won't even show your feet.
I'll show my feet. I just think it's just
You think that it might turn off the customers.
probably. But people who really are like have foot fetishes.
They might like it.
I mean, some of them like really gross feet. Some of them like
100%.
mangled feet.
Yep.
I've got like finger toes.
You know
so
what you'd love?
I can maybe even give you a foot job.
You'd love thin doming,
What's fin doming?
of a financial dominatrix.
Wait, so I would be the dominatrix?
Yeah. So like, there are people who
Will
they're
pay me to treat them like crap?
yeah, they're like, kink is just to like give women money.
Oh, it's a great kink. Give it to me.
Right? And so like these women, like sometimes they don't even see them in person, and they'll just go,
Give
"Hey,
me this,
hey, you
daddy.
pig! Hey, you pig! Put $500 into my PayPal right
And he's
now."
like, oh,
yeah,
oh my God.
yeah.
No.
I talked to one lady that she was like, yeah, like one guy had it so bad that when it rained, I would make him come and pick me up, drive to an ATM, get out of the car in the rain, take out the maximum amount, give it to me, and then drive me home.
And now, when you say, does it turn them on or do they like get off from it? Like,
I don't know.
Is like he creaming his pants?
I don't know.
I need to know.
Okay.
Well, I think this happened in Euphoria. Did you watch Euphoria?
I love Euphoria.
Okay, didn't that happen with like the bigger girl that was like dressing up
Yeah.
and going on the cams?
Yep.
Those were
Yep.
That was that.
Yes. They like being treated poorly. They like emptying their wallets.
I don't want to treat you poorly, though. I mean, I would do it for money, but like, I don't want to do that.
No.
I would start to feel horrible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I guess, but it's bringing them pleasure.
Right. I guess it is bringing them pleasure.
Right.
I just want to understand how it works, but I guess we don't have time for that.
Yeah, I don't think you're about that life. To
No,
tell you
I'm
the
not that
truth.
life. I'm way too sweet.
Okay, well, speaking of about that life,
Yeah.
have you been following Bill Belichick's new relationship?
I just feel like he's old enough to be your grandpa,
But he's
let
doing,
alone.
but
her
he's
dad.
doing his thing.
What does that mean? Also, apparently, everyone was like, "Oh, this is so creepy. This is so weird. This is like her thing." Her last boyfriend was like 60. So.
Yeah. I mean, look,
How do they meet? How does this happen? Like, how do you like?
I don't know, because they said he had a wife, then he had a long-term girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then I guess they said people were surprised that he broke up with his long-term girlfriend because he met this 23?
Yeah,
24?
but let's just see. They're at a bar or an event together, or something, and then like what? He walks up, or like she walks up, and then how does he know like it's okay to, like hit
goes up- he goes
on
up and
my
hollers.
granddaughter?
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, she must make
Maybe it's
the
her,
move,
right?
Right, and just be flirty or
I
whatever.
mean, I guess there is like grandpa porn.
You watch that?
No,
Okay,
I'm just saying I know it
because
exists.
Sure.
They have everything porn, things that you could never even dream of. Yeah, I'm not into it, and also he's such like an angry dude.
Would not anymore.
Yeah, he's still he probably when he does it is like, he's like he's like a curmudgeon.
Yeah. A question though was posed
Yeah,
to me the other day,
about
and I want your thoughts on this. You're a parent.
Yeah.
It's obviously, I think it's a little different for me because I'm a father,
right
and you're a
mother.
yes. But what would you rather your daughter? Who would you rather your daughter be? Bill Belichick's girlfriend or Hawk Tuah?
Hawk Tuah. 1,000,000%. She's being silly. She's being funny. She's not afraid to like talk about her sexuality. She is me. So I mean, you'd rather that? I would not be okay if Parker all of a sudden came home with someone like 40, 50 years older than her. I would
Well,
not.
especially not right now.
No, certainly not now. But you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
It's so interesting
You
because
think
so
that-
far, and I'm interested
Yeah.
to hear what you say in the comments
Okay.
because, and I've only spoken to a very limited amount of people about it, but every girl that I've asked,
Yeah. Has said
Hawk Tuah.
Interesting.
Every man has said Belichick,
that they'd rather their daughter be
100%.
Belichick? Or
including myself.
you'd rather be Belichick or you'd rather your.
no.
I'm
no.
confused.
I mean, that's a layup.
Yeah.
But-
You
no.
rather-
It's the question is, would you rather your daughter be the girl dating Bill Belichick or Hawk Tuah?
So you'd rather your daughter, think about that cute, sweet little girl. You'd rather her date Bill Belichick than be famous for the Hawk Tuah thing.
Because that means she's running around spitting on
No,
things.
she's sex positive. She's comfortable with her sexuality.
Which is good, but I'm not
It's-
comfortable with
It's
it.
human. Are you comfortable with her banging someone that much older than her?
I could put that out of my mind.
But can you?
Because it's just like, because maybe
They're
that's,
not just holding hands.
You don't think so?
No.
That's a
That
shame.
is interesting, though. If now I want to keep asking people if the
Right.
girls think
Because this is number one, because that's one aspect of the relationship.
Right.
That you can put out of your mind, don't think about.
just go like this,
For Hawk Tuah, it's everything.
right?
And you're like, oh, right. The other thing is, if you're hanging out with the boys,
Yeah.
you're around the boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, everybody's going to know your daughter is one of those two people. Right?
But I
Because
don't.
they're both famous.
I think they're both not looked upon. So
Neither one. But you got to pick one. If your daughter is the one dating Bill Belichick, the boys,
Yeah.
they're going to give you a razzing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah, look at you. But ultimately, they'll
They're-
go, what's Coach really like?
Right.
Right?
But with her, they're like, your daughter's a whoa.
It's worse than that.
Oh.
Because, like, you might have the one guy who says, like, the one uncomfortable thing about
Right.
Belichick that you're like, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. If it's Hawk Tuah, one of your friends would give her a look, would say something
Right.
to
Because
her.
you know what's up.
And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Okay.
What are you doing right
Okay.
now? You know what I mean? Like, your friends aren't looking at her like that if she's dating Bill Belichick because they're not Bill Belichick.
I understand. I still think I'd go Hawk Tuah.
Of course you would, because it's you.
It's me.
Right.
I want Parker to never be afraid to be like me. Actually, I want her to be very afraid to be like me. But
Think about that before you say it.
You know, certain parts of me. I just feel like that's great to be comfortable. You're a sexual human being, and
Right.
that's okay.
Right.
You should not be a comfortable sexual human being with Grandpa.
What if Grandpa's got like Super Bowl rings up the
I
wazoo?
don't care. I don't care if they fit all along that dong. Well, then it would be really skinny.
It would be. It'd be
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Long
I
and
mean,
skinny. I've also, I guess you wouldn't say this, but like I've asked the question: would you rather long and skinny or short and like chody? Like short and girthy or long and skinny?
You got to go chody.
I think chody too.
Chody,
At
because
least
like
we got a little.
long and skinny, I feel
It's
like.
like a hot dog down a hallway, right?
Plus, like just in the like, if that rumor gets out,
Yeah, it just doesn't.
like chody is almost like, yo, that's hilarious, dude.
Right.
You're the man.
right.
But long and skinny is like,
Like,
what's up, needle dick?
ooh, yeah.
You're fucking gross, dude.
That is
Right?
that is the definition of you.
Like, oh, you're disgusting.
How old are we?
Like, what a wiener, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
Quite literally.
And as a woman, and by the way, this is going to be really tough for some people to hear,
What?
but nice for other people to hear. As a
What?
woman, if some guy is like kind of chody,
Right.
that's kind of like,
You can work with it more.
oh, this is kind of
Fun.
fun and silly.
And at least it's touching the walls.
But if it's long and thin, isn't it
Yeah.
like,
Ugh, I don't even.
Look at the
it's-
face you're
ugh.
making.
Yeah, that's what I think about it. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
don't put that as the thumbnail. Now me and the thumbnail guy are in a massive fight.
Well, you guys are,
He did
you
give
guys
you.
are tight. You and Blob
Yeah,
right now
love you, Blob,
are on the same page.
my man.
We appreciate you guys. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Leave comments. Hit like.
No, you got to smash that like.
Smash
button.
that like, of course. Of course. Send the video to Mr. Beast so he
Yes.
knows we're looking for some cash.
There you go.
And of course, the stuff that Nicole's been teasing is happening.
It is.
The audio.
It's officially happening.
It's happening.
Do we have an actual date?
No, not in front of me.
Okay, but it's like within this month. July.
It should be in July.
July.
It should be in July. Yeah, I have. I'm very optimistic about July.
Ditto.
Yeah. This has been great.
It's been amazing.
We'll talk to you soon. Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah.